this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a personal reading for someone who hit me up for my 11/11 special. So thanks again. I'm excited that you reached out. I'm hoping that I can help channel some messages for you. And if you clicked on this video and it's not your personal read, then stay tuned. Maybe there's some information that will come through for you as well. So I read your email and I made a spread for you, kind of based off of everything you said. I know you really wanted to know what's going to happen for you in like the near future with your love life, so I pulled a spread for that. And you also mentioned that you've been feeling really distracted lately and you're wondering like what you can do about that. So this is why you've been feeling so distracted. This is what will help with this block. This is what to prepare for. And this is the near future for your love. And this is just some advice from Spirit. So let's get started here. This is really interesting, why you're so distracted. I feel like you've been having trouble feeling safe and comfortable in your own skin and comfortable in your environment. And sometimes this can be something that's really subconscious. It can be an overall feeling of restlessness or just kind of general discontent. It's not like you're walking around super upset all the time, but you're definitely not happy. So I feel like this restless energy, also coupled with, you have this really intense passion for the people who are in your life and you really want to help other people. So I feel like it's easy for you to get sucked into other people's drama because you want to help. And when you hear that people are having a hard time, it's your automatic response to want to jump to the aid or to try to help figure it out or to worry about them. But a lot of times when we worry, we think that we can predict and control an outcome or that we can help other people. But the truth is everyone's on their own path and everyone really needs to be free to make their own decisions. Sometimes no matter what you say to people, whatever you try to do to help them, you just can't get through to them because whatever they're going through in their life is something that they're meant to go through for their greater good and for their growth. So, this is kind of a message that perhaps you've been a little bit too judgmental of yourself and others. And they're telling you to ground yourself in your truth right now. And find a way to get comfortable, and maybe you need to do some self-care and some resting. Maybe there's some things you've been neglecting with yourself. Have you exfoliated? Have you been flossing? Have you been, taking good care of yourself, getting haircuts, lotioning, stuff like that, like self-care? Have you been giving yourself rest and time off? Have you been drinking enough water? These are all things that are coming through. Start really paying more attention to your body and its needs, and that's kind of what getting grounded means. It means really living here in the 3D. It means not being in your head so much, worrying about everything that's happening and the people around you, and hey, the only reason that I know all of this and I'm able to read these cards is because I've worked with them for many different experiences in my life, and as I kind of learn and grow on this path, the cards mean different things to me over time. So I've been here before where I've felt very unsafe and I've been like obsessing and worrying and trying to predict and control outcomes, and a lot of times the universe tries to bring you to this place of surrender so that you can allow and make room for what's meant for you to come to you, because everything's energy, and that worry and that fear and that chaos energy, when you put that out into the world, it does attract more of it to come back to you. It's not to say that if you're upset, hold yourself back from crying, or if you're angry, like push it down. It's just about being healthy and in balance. Like allow your emotions to flow and be honest with how you feel, but don't ruminate. Like find ways to purge, really heavy emotions and try to just stay light and try to stay calm. And, like this little baby deer right here, try to stay innocent and a healthy innocence. Like, that there's a lot of chaos and fear and stuff like that out in the world, but you're making a conscious decision to choose peace and to not ruminate and to not think these thoughts all the time and to not let it just take you away. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's why you've been distracted. You have been in your head a lot, and it's just a mindset of surrender. There's really nothing that you're going to figure out by staying in your head. What's going to happen is, questions lead to more questions, which lead to more answers, which lead to more questions, which lead to more answers. It's all very cyclical. All thinking is very cyclical in nature. Ultimately, the answer to everything is love. Everything does kind of come back to love. So if you can come back down into your heart space and, really appreciate the moment you're in and where you're at, and, find a way to go outside and feel the sunshine or feel the rain, or put your feet in the dirt or in the grass, and just smile and just be thankful for being, try to just come back into your center of being. I hope that makes sense. Grounding is just really needed here. I think that's why you've been so distracted. What will help with this block? So another card here about your emotions, making a conscious decision to kind of rise above all of the heavy emotions and to kind of fly above it. So, following up what I just said with this reading here, this is confirmation that, you've got to really kind of get control over your emotions. And I think that this is just an easy place for you to go, because, when you get bored, that's what leads to the downward spiral. That's the stepping stone down to that pit of despair. So catch yourself when you're bored and realize, at any moment you have all these opportunities around you. There's so much you can create, even with just, a pen and paper, even just with cards. I created this channel and now I'm connecting with you. It's amazing. So everything is born in your mind and in your dreams, and be creative. If you're feeling bored, choose to be creative and choose to explore your life, and to enjoy your being, instead of just automatically taking that downward spiral down to despair. You know what I'm saying? I also see that patience will help with this block. I think whatever you're struggling with, I feel like the universe knows. It's probably something you're trying to manifest, or you're having trouble accepting where you're at right now. And the universe knows, and there is a way to get where you want to go. But this is like an egg, kind of in its beginning stages. There's something that's been planted here, this is fertile, but it needs time to grow. So they're saying to keep working towards your goals and dreams, one step at a time. Keep working. I just really see, you need to rise above the emotion. Choose to be creative whenever you're feeling bored and you have that extra time. Have some patience and stay focused on your work, whatever your line of work is, your career is. Hopefully you're able to find a way to use your natural gifts and talents in your career. I kind of feel an energy like you are, like you're already chosen a really great career path. I don't feel any energy of disarray there. I feel like you've worked really hard at your career, and it's kind of a safe haven for you. So they're just saying to stay focused on your career. If nothing else, just put your energy into work. That's something that's moving forward for you right now. Now, let me see. This is prepare for. So that's awesome. They're saying prepare for a celebration. So there's some good news on the way to you. And I feel like the people who are in your life right now, they really want to party. They really want to hang out with you, and you should just reach out to them. Just for some fun. Nothing heavy, just hang out. I also see that, there's some more healing work you have to do. I know you mentioned in your email that you've been doing a lot of healing, and that's pretty awesome. I think Spirit is saying you can celebrate because you've really come far with your healing and you've been very dedicated to it. And so there's some good stuff coming through for you right now. And this is cool. It makes me feel like you have some pretty intense spiritual gifts when it comes to speaking and writing. And so I think they're trying to encourage you're going to be having more opportunities in the future to be able to use these gifts, and to really focus on your throat chakra right now and opening it, and maybe even doing some singing, because singing will help you really get into that space. And prepare for, I feel like there's definitely something going down in your love life. I bet there is. It's probably why you asked. You probably feel like something's coming. I think this card is hinting at that. So this is prepare for good news, celebration. More healing work. Something to do with opportunity could have to do with this for your singing, for your talking, or your writing, and this is something to do with your love life. But I'm having a hard time picking it up. But let's see what your near future is for your love life. This leads right into it. So this is saying that the love that you've shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So I want to, just think for a second who that brings to mind and who you're really thinking about. That's a message for you and that person in that situation. Near future for your love life. So right now isn't really a time to be focused on your love life. This is a strong message to you need to focus, and that's what this is all about, your whole reading. So maybe that's what you've been thinking about. Maybe you've been ruminating on your love life, or just worries about your future or something. So they're saying, focus. They really want you to put work into yourself and into your career and into your creativity right now. And it's like you're on a really good path. I feel like really good vibes about all the work, the healing work you've done so far. You're just gonna have to be patient. There's a lot of messages coming through about patience. That's what this card was about. And this card too. And I've been getting so many messages about patience lately, and I always feel so bad when I have to tell everyone. I'm just like, you have to be patient. Because I really do feel like something's coming through for you. Because see, look, you got the Forest Lovers. This is the love card in this deck. So, there's going to be someone coming into your life. When you get these two cards together, the Ecstasy card and the Forest Lovers, no doubt about it. And then you also got the New Beginning card. So some type of new beginning in your love life. If you're with someone, it could just be a recommitment. But honestly, I'm getting a strong energy like there is a male coming into your life. And I can't really describe his characteristics, but I feel his energy, and he's very wise, and he's very, he's playful. He's very playful. I feel like that's how you guys are going to connect. It's going to be a very playful connection at first. But I also feel like he's very deep and intellectual, so he might be able to meet you on this spiritual level somehow. So I hope that helps you out. This is the advice from Spirit. They're just saying to stay grounded right now. There's a lot of opportunities on your horizon. This full moon has tripped everyone up. You're probably just still feeling a little bit of anxiety from that, but just, they're saying, the main message from this is for you to get grounded. So, remember every day when you wake up, what you're working towards. Meditate, say kind words to yourself, eat healthy food. That's staying grounded. That's showing up, being present for your life, making the best choices you can, making conscious decisions, taking action, being patient, honoring your body, resting when you need to rest, throwing everything out the window and just going to have an adventure sometimes, making sure that you go out into nature. There's so many different facets of self-care included in this grounding for you. So get creative. I feel like you're gonna know what I mean when I say grounding, because you said you've been doing a lot of healing work. So, I really feel like this is gonna be pretty easy for you to move forward here. I feel like Spirit, there's a strong message coming through that, there's a reward here coming through in your love life. And this, you're making space for that. I can kind of see how if you shift this energy, it's gonna create the space for this. So it makes sense that this is coming in your near future. So I hope this helps you out. And anyone else who's watching, if you're interested and you want a personal read, my readings are only $11.11, and 100% of my proceeds go to help women in the eco-conscious arts. And you can find my email below, and that's how you can contact me and purchase the reading. Peace out.